The principle of allyship is very important to practicing interpreters. This is very important, where interpreters would have to be there on behalf of minority groups like the deaf community, for example. And it's so crucial because most of these minority groups are not able to self-advocate and to carry their ideas across, and therefore interpreters are there to bridge that gap. So there is a need to sometimes come in as an ally to ensure communication is carried across. But while demonstrating this allyship on behalf of the deaf community, it is important as interpreters especially to keep professional boundaries such that we do not overstep our boundaries and take up explanations and present opinions and perspectives that are ours rather than that of the deaf community. So for example, in a setting, somebody might come in to the interpreter and the deaf person and ask a specific question that would warrant that the deaf would have to give an answer. Passionate interpreters, as we are, sometimes we take over and we want to explain and answer the question for the deaf person. Well, while that is a technique or a strategy that we may employ, the principle of allyship would also mean that we allow the deaf person to speak for themselves. So when the question comes in, we refer the question to the deaf person and they answer the question and we facilitate the communication. So it doesn't come across as though what is being presented is our view and our opinion as the interpreters. Remember, allyship as an interpreter for the deaf often would mean that we will prioritize the voice of the deaf person.